1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by
Welcome back to the Football Referee with Emmy Hikins, Trevor Gear, and Femi Madariola.
Onto his great left foot and curls the ball into the top left corner of the goal. It's quite phenomenal, his talent. So I suppose it's inevitable as players get a bit older that in football terms you do lose a bit of pace, and once you lose even a slight bit of pace in today's highly competitive Premier League, then that's going to show up. It's a bit like, if you get a tiny leak in a tyre, which actually coincidentally happened to me last Friday when I was in Brighton and I had a flat tyre on my car, but that's another story. But if you get a slight leak in a tyre, it will tend to be exposed, or the antifreeze in the pipes. If you get a slight crack in the pipe, it will find a way out. And I think that's what happens when a footballer gets to that age where he loses half a yard of pace. He's not as good. He's vulnerable to those very quick defenders and midfielders, to the point that maybe he himself, or she herself, we've got to say as well, doesn't really think they've lost any pace. But maybe the viewer, the fan, just detects, certainly the pundits who know about these things, just detects that slight loss of pace, that slight loss of quickness of thought or physical reaction. And I think that's what's happened to him. He couldn't really go on season after season in the brilliant way he's been playing without there being some indication that, age does start to tell in relatively young terms of life, but not so young in terms of football. I mean, some of these new youngsters, I think Liverpool are playing now, this young guy, I forget his name, of 17, and he looks a tremendous prospect. So there are players who are in Liverpool and in other teams are more than twice his age. And if you think, God, he would have been born in 2009 or 10, or it won't be 10, but 2009, it seems ridiculous that footballers playing Premier League football have been born that relatively recently. So, yeah, I'm not saying Salah's an old bloke who just is past it. Of course he's not. He can do a job for other teams for a few years to come yet, but not at the same level of the Premier League that it demands of players. It's a tough old league, especially, frankly, if you are a forward or a winger, where your pace is needed. If you sort of sink into the back line, I'm not saying they're all slow, but you don't quite need the same pace as a striker. So yeah, he'll be missed like a lot of other players, and I think it's quite sad actually that after this poor season, they're still fairly high up in the league, but by their standards, it's not been a good season. And when you think back to the sad demise of Jota in that awful car accident, maybe that affected the players more than we.
We're going to take a short break now. The Football Referee will be back shortly. You're listening to the Football Referee with Emmy Hikins, Trevor Gear, and Femi Madariola. The Football Referee will be back shortly. Please stay tuned. The Football Referee is looking for sponsors. If you're a business out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you offer, please get in touch on our website, deepstuffrecords.com. And also, if you're looking to get involved on this show, please reach out via our Facebook page, Deep Stuff Radio or Deep Stuff Records. Thank you.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show. His contribution